19mm socket. Let's take all 5 of the lug nuts off and then remove the wheel. Take the hubcap off, if you have one. Take the wheel off. 22mm wrench. Let's break free this jam nut. You can use a rubber mallet if it's very tight like this one. There we go. All right, surprisingly this broke free, but that's good. 18mm socket, remove this nut right here. Now you want to hit the knuckle right here. That's going to break the tie rod stud free from the inside of the knuckle. There we go. Now you want to take off this outer tie rod and count the amount of turns that it takes to take it off. Of course, you'll still need an alignment afterwards, but this, if you put it on the same amount of turns that it takes to take it off, it will at least get you close. I had 25. Of course, for you it's going to be different, but remember whatever number you have or write it down somewhere. Take your outer tie rod and thread it on the same amount of turns that it took to take it off. I had 25 turns, so this is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to bring the jam nut a little bit closer. I'm going to tighten it at the end. I just want to bring it close. Take the castle nut off of your tie rod. Line it up with the knuckle. Make sure there's no debris here that can poke the boot. Press it through. Let's put the castle nut on. All right, now I'm going to snug it. Snug it up. 63 foot-pounds for this. That's it right there. Now if the cotter pin hole doesn't line up with the castle nut, then always tighten, never loosen to line up the next slot. And for me, it looks like I have to tighten a little more. A little more. Right there is perfect. Slide the cotter pin through and bend it over to lock it in. There we go. Now let's tighten up the jam nut to make sure that the inner and the tie rod are both secure. Snug it up. There we go, that's nice and tight. And then I like to bring it back a little bit so the outer tie rod doesn't sit at an angle on the knuckle. Perfect. Let's put the wheel back on. On this particular model, this hubcap has to go on before the lug nuts because it gets held on by the lug nuts. So just make sure you match up this slot here with your valve stem. Push everything on. Start on all 5 of your lug nuts. Bottom them out and then torque them to 100 foot-pounds. Snug them up.